I was looking for them for something, and he was indicating they are busy with this Musina case. And I think they made the arrest on this matter before I can even come back to the to head office. I was still at the province. But as typical of him, as I just said, he forwarded me what was he doing and busy with.
He also then, in the next chat, you'll see he sends you more pictures of vehicles and weapons.
Yes.
So again, is this part of just him sharing what he's doing?
Yes, as I said, sometimes if it is new arrest, we will share in our chat, which we are having as members of his team, and myself, I will be there. And sometimes we will send direct to myself, like as I said, when I asked where was he, when he was busy somewhere, working on this matter, he will send me what he's doing, and then to show that this is what he's busy with.
When I thought you said when he was sending this, he was not even part of your team. You were in province.
No. By this time, I was part of their team.
Okay.
I remember, Commissioner, I came back to head office to head the organized crime component on the 18th of December 2023. And when he was sending this was in April 2024. Yes.
General, just some clarity on that aspect of when did he stop reporting to you. If you have regard to paragraph 129 of your statement, you say there that Sergeant Nkosi formed part of a team that reported to you operationally during that period, and he frequently attended at your office and would seek advice and guidance. You also indicate that there were morning reporting sessions and briefings. And then you say that this reporting structure remained in place until October 2019,
Yes.
when you were promoted to rank of Brigadier in Gauteng.
Yes.
And then if you go to the next paragraph, you say that you rejoined organized crime in December 2018, and that Sergeant Nkosi was still attached to organized crime, specifically in anti-gang investigations, and that during that period, he was working closely with Brigadier Ramangwa.
Yeah. And
Just to clarify, in the paragraph there, it seems to suggest that that reporting structure stopped in October 2019. But in your response to Commissioner Balo, you indicated that in 2023 he was reporting to you.
Yeah. I think even on the first day when I was testifying, I tried to correct that date, that 2023, not 2018. And on the other version, I don't know if my legal team have also submitted the corrected version. I even indicated, because I wrote on it. Remember, even with the witness A, there were duplication and so forth and whatever. But I tried to correct that one. It was 2023, to be precise.
All
Because
right.
I left 2019, 1st of October, and came back 2023, December 18.
So in 2023, Sergeant Nkosi was reporting to you from 2023.
Yeah, I said the component. Under the strength, he was under the component, but operationally, he was under Brigadier Ramangwa special team, which was reporting under the DNC. However, I could also use them because we have got limited staff, and I will be tasked now and then. For example, there will be some killings in Port St. John's, I must get the team and go there. I will get the team wherever I can get and go. There was intervention I need to do in Eqeberha regarding gang violence and extortion. I have to. There was in Nelson, at Nelson, not Nelson Mandela, at it's Mtata. I forgot the name of the name of the district now. What is called? Yeah, there was cash in transit. I have to take a team and go there, and then yeah, because you are tasked now and then as there is problem to go there, but you are not having enough resources. So I can use any person who's there in within, as long as they are not busy, as long as I sought permission from the immediate commander, because General Brigadier Ramangwa was retired and then given contract of 2 years, and he was not having a section within organized crime, but he was from within organized crime. Then he reported, they formed a team called Special Operations and Investigation under the TNC's office, and then he was working with them. So I had access also to use them.
So General, he reported to you on special operations where you needed extra capacity. But in
Yes.
the ordinary course, his reporting lines would have been Brigadier Ramangwa and
Yes.
then General Sibiya.
Yes,
And then your reporting line would be to General Sentumulo and then General Sibiya.
yes.
All right. And then, General, just back to the chat, right? There, if you go to page 192, are you there, General?
Yeah.
192.
I was at 193.
If you look at chat 5, there you asked him to, how do you characterize this request?
Yeah, it is subsistence and travel allowance.
No. I mean the request to Sergeant Nkosi.
Yeah. I went to China on the 6th of September and came back on the 12th. So on the 16 and 17, I was supposed to be on leave because I was going to Limpopo. And I couldn't go because I have to go to Kimberley to be a panel member for post of a brigadier. So I handed over my claim for those traveling allowance, because when you go, they give you standing advance money, which you must utilize going there. When you come back, you must claim it back to be paid, or else, if a certain duration passes, 7 days, then they create a debt and take from your money. Tabani is working at our finance in our office. She's the one who's capturing that. So I gave to him to go and hand it over to him. So I was reminding him, because I know if he forgot, then it will be problems. It will be taken from my salary. That is all about.
Yes, General. I was just asking, how do you categorize the nature of that request? We understand your evidence that you wanted this form submitted before a certain time period lapses.
Yes.
So can I characterize this as sort of a work-related favor?
Yes, it's work-related.
All right.
It's work-related.
And then let's go to a different category of instructions or requests. If you go to page 158, and if you look at chat 5 in particular,
158.
158, yes. Are you there, General?
Yes.
There you seem to be reminding him about an invitation that he must forward to stakeholders.
A meeting invitation.
At the bottom of the page, chat 5.
Oh, chat 5.
Yes.
Yes. When I'm not working from the office and there is urgent document, they will send him to bring for me to sign. So the NOX is National Organized Crime Secretariat, which I'm chairing on quarterly basis. So because the meeting was forthcoming, they were supposed to, I signed, he was supposed to give to Brigadier Risant to forward to the stakeholders in time so that they can they can read the previous minutes before the date. So it was work related.
Okay, and does that constitute an instruction? Would you say you were instructing him to do that?
Yes.
All right. Then if you go to page 170. Maybe, sorry, don't show this. Just because I'm not sure. Thank you. If you go to page 170, you will see at chat 3, 4, and 5, you were talking to him about an informant and for him to go talk to that person. Can you see that?
Chat 5.
Chat 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
So was that a project again that you were working with him on?
Yes, there was an informant who came to me and then I referred the informant to him so that he can follow up information. Somewhere in Limpopo, they were supposed to get the search warrants to search for illicit cigarettes somewhere.
All right. And this was an instruction?
Yes.
Thank you, General. And just for completeness, if you go to page 182, if you look at chat 1, Sergeant Nkosi tells you that he's going to meet the informer and that he'll update you tomorrow. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right. And then if you go to page,
Can I just ask, General, at this stage, is he your direct report when he sends you a message like this?
Yeah, it is like sometimes they are irritant. If they phone you, for example, they phoned me as the general, they expect fast attention or imminent attention, and you send a person, I would like to hear if he met or not, because now and then the message will be coming back to me to say, we still seeing what and whatsoever. So, and then he must organize people and go with them. But in this one, he was just giving feedback to say, hey, I met with him, but there is some stories which I'll explain to you tomorrow based on that particular information you went to listen to.
What I'm trying to make sure I get right, looking at the date, this is July 2024. Is he at your direct report at this stage? Or he's reporting to Brigadier Ramanga at this stage?
He's still reporting there. As I have indicated, I've got access to all of them, that if I don't get this one, I can send this one.
So you had sent him, this was a special project?
I have sent him to go and follow up. If you see, even if you go back, it is long.
Yes.
And it was, I think it was 2 of them, other one in Gauteng, other one in,
All right.
but they were team. They were team of them dealing with it, but the person who was speaking to me, it was him.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of us officers, we like sending him because he's punctual, and mostly he does what you're sending him to do.
Thank you, General.
All right. So, General, in sum, what the chats are able to demonstrate is that you had a close relationship, you had access to him for both personal and work-related matter, and you gave him instructions and he would respond to you.
That's correct.
All right. Thank you, General. So in paragraph 131, you deal with the type of information that you would exchange. In particular, you say that the communications generally consisted of discussions concerning matter already in the public domain, including commentary on current affairs circulated through social media, observations relating to crime trends reported publicly, updates on arrests or operational successes already known within policing environments, at times expressing professional frustrations or commentary concerning negative public perceptions of the SAPS. General, I just want to deal with the current affairs and media that you would exchange between yourself and Sergeant Nkosi. But before doing so, can I ask, were you aware of some of the tensions between the generals in the head office?
Yes.
Okay. This will require a bit of navigation, but let's start.
I'm sorry, you're asking what the general was aware of? What did you say that is?
The tensions between
Tensions.
generals in the
Thank you,
national
thank you.
office. General, let's start with, if you go to page 42. Yes, 42.
I'm there.
If you look there, you were sharing with Sergeant Nkosi an article related to General Khan. Can you see that?
Yes.
It was related to his disciplinary proceedings. He had
Yes.
taken the department to the labor court.
Yes.
And still on the topic of General Khan, if you go then to page 60, my
60.
apologies, 59. 59.
Yes.
You will see there that Sergeant Nkosi sends you what looks like a breaking news statement that deals with General Khan's disciplinary.
Yes.
And in particular, this thing is turning ugly and dragging through the integrity of SAPS into disrepute. Can you see that?
Yes.
So that's one of the examples of publicly available information you're sharing.
Yes, as you said, about divisions are about people sending messages in social media and so forth, and like this one where we knew there was a departmental, and then now there was this thing coming out that other people are used for this and that and that. And yeah, that was my comment to say this thing is becoming ugly and tarnishing the image of the whole SAPS because of something which was supposed to be dealt with quietly, so it's departmental. It happens in all workplaces where there is conflict or where there is people need to be disciplined. and whatsoever. So that is why I commented like that. So, but it was shared, not, I guess he got it from somewhere also. So it was there along subs members sharing and whatsoever.
And are you aware that he had also exchanged this very article with General Sibiya? Were you aware that Sergeant Nkosi and General Sibiya were also sharing this very article?
No, I was not aware, but I'm aware that Sergeant Nkosi is, some of the information which you will share to me, I believe you got them from most senior officers because he's close to lots of them. And in some time I even asked him, are you an agent or who are you? Because you can access anything from all these senior officers. So yeah, hence it was handy for me that I will know also what is happening, who's doing what to whom and whatsoever, so that I know my lane, that I don't put myself in the mix of anything. So that possibility was there, that you might be talking to him, you must be talking to whoever, I know.
And if you have regard to this one in particular, it was speaking or making very serious allegations against Generals Mkhwanazi and Khumalo.
Yes, but you have seen my response.
Yes, no, I'm merely asking you to note the contents.
Yeah, I noted. Hence
Yes.
I said my input was the whole thing is dragging the name because I know some of those things that some might have no truth in it. Because you asked me if I know there were groupings or, let me not use that other word, there were groupings of officers within the subs, then I said yes, I know there were those. So not necessarily whatever is written there, it might be true or not true.
No, General, I'm not testing the truthfulness of it. I'm merely noting the nature of the article or the contents of the article, that you can see what it says.
Yeah, no, I have seen, and I'm used for seeing them.
All right. Now, if you go to page 60.
Can I just check, Ms. Boyd? Are you going to be coming back to deal with this, or you're done with, and just want to make the example at page 42. Are you still going to come and engage with it, or, and here's me trying to understand whether this is where we let you set things out and then you'll still come back to them.
I'm trying to think of how to answer.
Answer truthfully.
So, Commissioners, what I'm trying to demonstrate and what will be evident from the body of what is shared is that in the main, what is shared is only negative and disparaging articles about specific people within the SAPS.
So you'll come
not
back
generalized.
You'll come
Yes.
back to it.
And at this point, let's adjourn and resume at 11:15.